It is fall. It is cold, windy, rainy, all those things that make you want to sit down to a hot bowl of soup. Cheddar broccoli to me is a little heavy. So I'm going to make a bit lighter version for you that I think is delicious. This is a butternut squash that my wife grew at our farm over in Prosser. I'm going to put that right into a nice chicken stock. I'm going to pick some of my an herb that you might not use very often in your kitchen, but sometimes is available in the store. This is called savory. I'm just going to pick that off the stem. And then I have a little fresh thyme that I picked earlier. So I'm going to leave my broccoli out. I have a little blanched broccoli florets. Now, one of the things for me when you're building a soup is don't ever put anything in your soup that's bigger than the spoon you're going to eat with. Okay, I'm going to put my herbs in, a little salt and a little black pepper. And then one of my favorite kitchen tools are these, they're about $50, I think. They're called immersion blenders, stick blenders. And the most important thing about these is you have to immerse them, right? You don't want it on the surface or you're gonna spray soup around your kitchen. So you put it all the way to the bottom and start that. Now I'm gonna hold on to my pan and I'm just gonna do this until my squash is pureed. For me is I want this as my base, but I'm going to put my broccoli in pieces. I don't want to puree my broccoli. That's why it's okay to, if you miss a couple of pieces of squash, because you're already going to have chunks in there anyway from your broccoli. I never bring my soup to a boil, only to a simmer. I'm going to add the broccoli, just a light gentle stir for a minute. All right, let's bring it to the table. I can't tell you how many times I see people bring the soup ladle to the bowl instead of the bowl or pan to the bowl, and then you don't get so much drippage. Okay, one of my favorite ingredients that I've found lately in the marketplace is called rose harissa. Now, if you're familiar with harissa, it's a little preserved lemon pepper paste, typically from Morocco. This one actually has rose petals in it, and I just put a dollop of rose harissa right in the soup. That, my friends, is a way to bring warmth into the fall season.